My beloved child, lean in and don't move away. Something unusual is stirring right now, and you can already feel the pulse of it in your chest. Your house is not just silent walls and empty rooms, it's alive, breathing, whispering, preparing to release something you never imagined. The air feels heavy, like it's holding a message too powerful to stay hidden. Your phone may ring at any moment, and when it does, the voice you hear will not be ordinary. It won't be just another random call, it will be from your house itself, carrying the sound of memories, secrets, and truths that were sealed inside those walls. You think this is impossible, but impossibility bends when destiny takes over. The house you sleep in, the roof that covered your fears, the walls that listened to your whispers, have reached their limit of silence. They are about to speak, and the call you're going to get will not let you walk away untouched. Imagine your phone buzzing in your hand. You glance at the screen, and instead of a name or number, you see something stranger, your own address glowing back at you. Your heart skips because you know houses cannot dial phones, yet your house has chosen this moment to break the rules of nature. The suspense rises as you wait for the ring, but it's not only about sound. You feel it already in the vibrations of the floor beneath your feet. That energy crawls through the wooden beams, through the walls, through the air vents. The call is not simply coming, it is forming, pressing, forcing its way into reality. Your house wants you to know something you've ignored. It has carried the weight of your tears, your laughter, your silent nights, and your loud battles. Every corner, every crack in the wall has been watching, and now it can no longer hold what it has seen. You will hear voices you thought were gone. Footsteps from nights when you believed you were alone. Whispers you thought faded with time. The call will replay them, raw and sharp, forcing you to face what you once tried to bury deep. Don't turn away when it comes. This call is not here to destroy you, it's here to awaken you. It's the house itself giving you a final warning, a final truth, before it lets go of what it has hidden for too long. The ringing begins. At first faint, then louder, vibrating against your palm, calling you to answer. You hesitate, because the sound doesn't match any ringtone you've ever chosen. It's hollow, echoing, like it's coming from a deep well inside the ground beneath you. Your finger trembles above the screen. You know answering will change everything. It's not just curiosity pulling you, it's destiny. The air around you thickens, the lights flicker, and your house seems to hold its breath. Finally, you swipe to answer. There is silence at first, but it's not empty silence. It's heavy, loaded, filled with all the years of silence your house has held. Then slowly, voices begin to pour through, layered on top of each other, voices of the past, voices of the present, voices of the unseen. My beloved child, the call begins. The words echo, deep and unshaken. You are not alone in this house. You were never alone. The message cuts into you like lightning, and suddenly every memory of the nights you felt watched makes sense. The call continues, pulling you deeper into revelations you never thought possible. It tells you about the footsteps you heard at midnight, the ones you blamed on imagination. It tells you about the objects that moved when no one was near. It tells you about the moments you thought you were dreaming but were not. Every truth comes one after another, unstoppable, like a storm. Your house confesses that it has protected you from things you didn't even know were there. It has kept shadows from reaching your bed. It has silenced whispers meant to confuse your mind. But protection has limits, and your house cannot carry the burden alone anymore. It warns you that the veil between silence and truth is tearing open. That the very space you call home is changing. That something, or someone, is on its way, and your house wants you ready. The call becomes sharper now, the voice more direct, almost pleading. It tells you that you must listen carefully because tonight is not like other nights. Tonight, the truth will not stay hidden. Tonight, the walls will speak, the floors will tremble, and the unseen will step forward. Your breathing is uneven now. The voice from your house feels too real, too alive. You try to convince yourself it's just your mind playing tricks, but deep down you know, it's real. The voice is not coming from a stranger, not from technology, but from the very bones of the place you live in. And then it begins revealing names. Names of people who stepped inside your house and left energy behind. Names you recognize, names you trusted, names you never thought carried betrayal. Each name pierces you deeper, like a truth you didn't ask for but cannot ignore. The call explains that walls never forget. That voices echo in wood and stone long after the people have left. That every lie told under your roof has been stored, every tear absorbed, every fight remembered. Your house knows more about your life than you do yourself. You feel chills crawl up your spine. The voice is relentless now. It tells you the past is not dead, it's only waiting, buried under paint, wallpaper, and dust. And now it wants to break free. You will see it. You will hear it. And you will not be able to escape it. The silence after the voice fades is unbearable. Your heart beats like drums in your ears, and the phone feels hotter in your hand, almost as if it's burning with the weight of truth. You try to lower it, but your grip won't release, as though the house itself is holding your hand tightly to make sure you don't walk away from what it is about to reveal. Then the voice returns, calmer but sharper, every word slicing into your soul. Do you remember the night you felt eyes on you while you slept? It asks, not in question form, but in tone, like it already knows you remember. The memory floods back, that night when you turned over in bed and felt a heaviness in the corner of your room, a presence you couldn't see. The house tells you that wasn't your imagination. It was real. And it was watching you. The walls absorbed the shadow so you could wake up alive. The house has been your shield, your silent guardian, your keeper of secrets, but now the burden is too heavy, and the call you're on is the only way it can release its pain. The lights in your room flicker again, longer this time. You notice the temperature drop, a chill brushing across your skin like unseen fingers. The call breathes louder, the voice closer, as if it's standing just behind you, speaking into your ear. Your knees feel weak, yet you cannot hang up. Something inside urges you to keep listening, to hold on until the end, because if you drop the call now, you will never know what your house truly wants to say. The phone vibrates again in your hand, not like a normal buzz, but a steady pulse, syncing with your heartbeat. Suddenly, the voice shifts. It is no longer a single tone but layered, as if the entire house is speaking together. The floor creaks, the windows hum, the ceiling groans, all in harmony with the voice in your ear. Every part of your home is alive, connected to this one message. And then you hear the words that freeze you completely, they are coming back. You don't need a name because your spirit already knows who. The person who left an unshakable mark, the one who filled your home with both love and wounds, is returning in a way you could never have imagined. The house tells you it has kept the energy of this person locked away. It tried to shield you, but now the barrier is thinning. You will soon face the return of a presence that once stood within these very walls, and the truth about what they carried with them is finally coming to light. The call grows heavier, filling your head with sounds you can't escape. Footsteps echo as though someone is walking down your hallway right now, yet you know the house is empty. Doors creak in your ear as though they are opening and closing by themselves. Whispers swirl around you, too many voices layered to understand, yet all of them belong to your house. Your pulse races as the voice sharpens again, you must be ready. It warns you that when the truth is exposed, it will shake everything you thought you knew about your life. Secrets buried deep in your own home will rise, and you will be forced to face them head-on. The call doesn't end. It stretches, twisting reality, making time slow down. Every second feels like an eternity. You realize you are not just answering a call, you are part of a ritual, a moment your house has been building toward for years. The voice begins to chant your name, slowly, repeatedly, each repetition sinking deeper into your chest. Your house is not just telling you a truth, it's binding you to it. You are now a part of this revelation, and there is no way to step back into ignorance. The walls around you tremble lightly, almost like they are breathing with the rhythm of the voice. Your body feels both heavy and light, caught between fear and surrender. You understand now that this is not just a warning, it is a calling. Your house is preparing you for something that will happen soon, something you cannot avoid. The voice drops lower, deeper, like it's speaking from beneath the ground itself. It tells you about the foundation of your house, about what rests beneath it. Not just soil, not just stone, but history, energies buried long before you ever walked through its doors. Every step you've taken inside your home has been on top of stories you never knew. Every sound you heard in the night was not just random, it was memory pressing against the surface. The call explains that now, those stories want to be seen, to be acknowledged, to be freed. And you are the chosen one to hear them. Not your neighbors, not the people before you, but you. Because the house has decided you are strong enough, even if you don't feel it. The responsibility is yours now, whether you want it or not. The call grows louder, almost unbearable, and then it cuts into silence again. The kind of silence that screams louder than sound. You look around, half expecting the walls to crumble, the doors to fly open, the windows to shatter, but they don't. They stay still, as if holding their breath with you. And then, faintly, you hear it again. A new voice, softer but sharper, speaking through the call, "It is not over." That's all it says. 3 words, heavy with promise and warning. The phone screen flickers as if it might die, but the call doesn't end. You press the device harder to your ear, desperate to hear more. Your body is trembling now, but not from fear alone. There's something else, anticipation, hunger, the strange knowledge that what's coming will change you forever. The voice shifts again, no longer just the house. It feels like the house has connected to something greater, something beyond the walls, something ancient. You realize that this call is not limited to your home, it's connected to a force bigger than you've ever known. The air is trembling now as if the very atmosphere around you has been electrified. The phone pressed to your ear feels less like a device and more like a lifeline into another world. The voice on the other end grows clearer, steady, layered with the weight of ages, and every syllable feels carved into your skin. You try to swallow, but your throat is dry, locked with fear and anticipation. The voice tells you that the call is not random. It was planned, chosen, orchestrated long before you ever imagined such a thing could happen. Your house had been preparing, gathering energy, waiting for the exact moment when you would be strong enough to hear. The memories come rushing now. Nights when the windows rattled though the air outside was still. Days when the clock hands froze and then moved again without explanation. Moments when the smell of smoke, perfume, or rain filled your home without cause. You thought they were accidents, fragments of imagination, but the voice says they were signals. Every flicker of light. Every chill in the air. Every unexplained sound. They were all pieces of the call, leading you here, binding you to this moment. And now the voice is ready to finish what was started. Your breathing deepens, ragged, as you listen with every part of your being. The voice says the call is a bridge, a door opening between what you see and what you don't. You were never meant to ignore it, never meant to escape it. You are standing in the middle of two worlds now, caught in the tension of revelation. The floor under your feet groans, louder than usual, like something is shifting beneath the wood. You glance toward the walls, and for a fleeting second, you swear the paint ripples like water. Your body tenses because you know what you're seeing isn't ordinary. The house is alive, its heartbeat synced with your own, its voice vibrating through the phone and through the walls at the same time. The call isn't just in your ear, it's in the floor, the ceiling, the air. It's everywhere. And the more you listen, the more it feels like the entire structure is breathing with you. Then the voice drops to a whisper, heavy and cold, "Do not run." Your chest tightens at the command. The instinct to move, to escape, claws at your muscles, but the whisper holds you still. The phone vibrates again, harder, almost as if it's forcing you to grip it tighter. The screen flickers between your reflection and your address, as though it wants you to recognize where you truly are. The voice shifts again, echoing like a chorus now, not just one speaker but many. It is your house multiplied, the voices of years past, all speaking together. You hear echoes of laughter, fragments of arguments, the sound of doors slamming, the hum of prayers once whispered. Every memory embedded in the walls is being poured into you. The longer you listen, the heavier you become. Your body aches as if it's absorbing centuries of energy. The house is not only telling you secrets, it's transferring them. Every truth it has stored is now being delivered into your chest, piece by piece. And then you hear it, your name. Not once, not twice, but 3 times, layered with urgency. The voice says your name in a way no human ever could, like it's etched in stone and carried by wind. Your heart pounds because you realize this isn't just a call. It's a claim. The air crackles as if lightning is trapped inside the walls. Your eyes dart toward the windows, and though they're closed, you see shadows moving across the glass, shapes that don't belong to anyone outside. Your house is showing you its hidden guests, the ones who have always lingered unseen. The voice continues, steady now, almost like a guide. They are waiting. It doesn't explain who, because it doesn't need to. You already know that someone, or something, has been waiting inside the silence, ready for the moment the truth would break through. Your body begins to tremble, not out of weakness but because energy is flooding into you. It feels like your skin is humming, your veins glowing with invisible fire. The house is not just speaking, it's awakening you, aligning you with the secrets it carried. The call grows louder again, pushing into your ear, into your chest, into your very bones. You close your eyes, gripping the phone tighter, bracing yourself for what comes next. And then, clear and sharp, the words arrive, "This is only the beginning." A shiver runs through you as the line crackles, not with static but with voices merging into one. The floor beneath you vibrates as though someone is walking directly under your feet, pacing in slow, deliberate steps. You realize you are standing at the center of something too large to escape. The house is no longer asking for your attention, it is demanding it. Every sound sharpens, every creak amplified, every breath magnified. You know this call won't end until it has delivered the full truth. And you know you cannot silence it. The walls seem closer now, pressing inward, yet they don't trap you, they surround you like guardians. Your phone burns in your hand, not painfully, but intensely, as if it's alive with the same pulse running through the house. The voice shifts one final time, lower, heavier, carrying the sound of finality. What was hidden will rise. The line hisses in your ear as if fire is crawling through the wires, then steadies into silence again. But this silence is different, it feels alive, thick, pulsing, carrying a weight that presses against your chest. You can almost hear your own heartbeat echoing inside the walls, beating in time with something greater than you. The phone doesn't let go. It feels fused to your skin now, its glow brighter than before, the screen shifting shapes like a reflection in disturbed water. For a second, you see your own face staring back, but it's not just your face. Behind it, another shadow lingers, blurry, unrecognizable, but there. The voice returns, low and steady, as though it was waiting for you to notice. Every room remembers, it says, dragging the words out slowly, letting them sink. Your stomach knots because you realize what that means. The bedroom holds your secrets. The kitchen holds your words. The hallway holds your footsteps. None of it is lost. None of it has ever left. The air tightens. You feel a pressure around you, almost like arms wrapping around your shoulders, but it's not comforting. It's heavy, insistent, a reminder that you cannot slip away. The call is anchoring you, binding you to listen until the end. The floor shifts again, louder now, groaning beneath your weight like something stirring underneath. The sound crawls up through your legs, seeping into your bones. You look at the walls and for a moment you swear the photographs tilt, frames rattling without wind. Your entire house feels awake, breathing, staring at you. The voice grows sharper, layered again, no longer singular. Dozens of voices, maybe hundreds, spill through the phone. They overlap, collide, blur into one another until they form a storm of whispers. Some are clear. Some are distorted. Some sound like laughter, others like cries. Your pulse quickens. You grip the phone tighter, your knuckles whitening. The words twist, repeat, echo, until one phrase cuts through all the noise: answer the door. Your blood runs cold. There's no knock, not yet, but the words alone make your body jolt. You glance toward the entrance, half expecting the handle to turn. But nothing moves. The silence after the phrase feels heavier than thunder. The phone vibrates harder, rattling against your hand. You feel the sting of heat, the weight of voices pressing closer, all of them insisting you listen. The whisper returns, colder now, like ice sliding through your veins: the moment is near. You can't move. You can't breathe without the house knowing. The shadows on the wall stretch longer, bending unnaturally, curling toward you like smoke. The call deepens, the voices fusing into one, a single presence that no longer feels like just your house. It feels larger, older, boundless. The ceiling above you groans, dust falling in small sprinkles, as though something presses down from above. You feel watched, not just by the house, but by something beyond it, something that has always lived just beyond the veil of your understanding. The voice finally stills, calm now, and speaks with a clarity that chills you to your marrow: you cannot pretend anymore. The truth is already inside. The words sink into you like nails hammered into wood. Your chest heaves as though the air is too heavy to swallow. You look around, searching for escape, but you already know, you can't leave. The house has locked you in, not with bolts and chains, but with presence, with truth, with energy too powerful to outrun. The phone hums softly, almost tenderly now, as if it's aware of your fear. Then the screen shifts again, glowing brighter. Your address pulses across it, flickering in and out, before vanishing into darkness. In its place, a single word appears: listen. You press the phone tighter to your ear. The voice lowers again, slower, more deliberate. They never left, it says. Your heart pounds harder. It explains that the energy of those who crossed your threshold, friends, family, strangers, never walked away completely. A part of them stayed, absorbed by the walls, tied into the foundation. Every laugh, every tear, every secret, still here. Every betrayal, every promise, every unspoken truth, still alive. Your house has been carrying them, and now it's forcing you to carry them too. The line crackles again, and for a moment, you hear footsteps, fast, urgent, running through the halls. But you are still. You are alone. The steps aren't yours. They are echoes. Echoes that never stopped. The whispers rise again, rushing into your ear until it feels like the phone is shouting. They overlap, frantic, louder, desperate to be heard. You catch fragments: your name, cries for help, warnings, laughter that doesn't belong to anyone living. The house is pouring it all into you, forcing you to see what you refuse to see. Your body feels heavy, shaking, your knees weak under the flood of sound and energy. But you cannot drop the call. You cannot hang up. You are trapped in this truth, and you know it's only the beginning. Then, all at once, the voices stop. The silence crashes down, thicker than ever before. And into that silence, one final line slides through, slow, steady, certain: the door will open soon.